Former Governor of Kano State and former presidential candidate of New Nigeria People's Party, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, has visited the Governor of Abia State, Otti, in his country home, Nvosi, Isiala, Ngwa, South local government area. The visit, which took place on Saturday, was to console him on the death of former Governor of Abia State, Kwakwanso. Kwakwanso, who arrived at Abia State with some of his close associates, was received by Governor Otti, even as the visit coincided with the reception held for 15 indigenes of Abia State, who recently graduated from the 6th regular course of Nigeria Police Academy, Kano, and now commissioned into the Nigeria Police Force. While advising the new graduates, the former Kano State governor urged them to uphold professionalism in the discharge of their duties and to maintain the fear of God. In his own address, Governor Otti congratulated the new graduates from the Nigeria Police Academy on their achievements and urged them to remain good ambassadors of Abia State and to avoid unprofessional conduct. He also thanked Kwakwanso for the visit, describing him as a patriotic Nigerian. No further details of the Kwakwanso visit had been made public by the Abia State government as of the time of this report. What do you make of this visit? Physical visit to console Otti on the death of a past governor.
And he's an indigene of Ebonyi State, so to say. I mean the Wenayono.
Yes. Now, when you look at this, would you say this is, well, let me not preempt anything. What is your take on this?
That's why I'm really laughing aloud, because these are all political realignment and movements tending towards 2027. So they are building bridges and cementing alliances. So Otti and Obi has become the ego brides. I know that since after the appeal court affirmed the authenticity of the chairmanship of Abure, Labour Party has gone into comatose. Labour Party as a political party has gone into comatose. We do not hear a lot of statements occurring from the table or desk of Labour Party. Those who were hitherto viable speakers for Labour Party has gone dumb. So this resonates our when I say our political pundits in Nigeria, resonates our thinking that there will be a very heavy tsunami in terms of political alignment and realignment in Nigeria that will really unsettle the APC as a political party. You could also recall that one of the big shots in PDP, in the person of Lamido was saying that even all the prominent people in any APC, they are the products of PDP. So you now say what will prompt an Kwankwaso, who is even a heavy political bigweight in Nigeria, who is a mobilizer, a grassroots mobilizer, and somebody who is people-oriented like Otti. Because you could also see both of them in the same pedestal, because Otti, from the time he was contesting from Abga till this time, has been a crowd puller, has been a grassroots man, that people, selflessly follow him, irrespective of his political lineage. So, and also, Kwankwaso is also a mobilizer that went through the tutelage of Alhaji, his political godfather, who is late now. I think I remember the name, the political godfather of Kano State, who he went under his tutelage. And today, he's coming to tell us that the reason for his visit is to commiserate with Otti, who, for over the death of the former governor of... let him also visit Buhari to commiserate him on the death of Obonayono, who served as a Minister of Science under the Buhari's administration. And also let him also visit Ganduje and commiserate with him that a candidate of APT in the last concluded, an aspirant, presidential aspirant of APC in the last concluded general elections also died. That is when it begins to make sense to us. But from the visit he has gone to Abia State, we see it as a political reawakening, realignment, and a big statement that will be made in 2025, 2026 going forward. Because if you also juxtapose this with what happened with the elections, the local government elections in Abia State, where what played out in Rivers State is what played out. ZLLP, that Hideto has no bearing in Nigerian political space. Aside Dan Wanyanwu, the Zenith Labour Party has no affinity, has no name at all. But because of the charismatic leadership and the oratory and the personality of Dan Wanyanwu, in the he's coming from the people like Adam Soshomole, Ugochi, and those who led formidable, what do you call it, who are into activism. That is what has kept Dan Wanyanwu flowing. So hence he can, Otti and Labour Party can find solace in him to run under his party. It has given Kwankwaso a sense to what is playing now, that Obi and Otti are looking for a viable platform, which NNPC can provide there. NNPP can be a veritable tool for them to, because look at what look at the performance of Labour Party in the last general election, and look at the 1 million plus votes lying fallow in Kano State.
So you're not
saying, could make a lot of
sense that and Kwakwanso might be wanting to make an inroad.
He has seen a loophole
into Southeast.
Yes, he has seen a loophole.
He wants to make that inroad through Abia State, by extension the Abia State Governor Alex Otti, seeing that Alex Otti right now is at variance with Julius Abure,
yeah, of course,
especially with what has happened
in their local government election.
The stakeholder enlarged the meeting that ousted Abure and brought out Nenadi Osman,
yes,
and then subsequent Abure's reinstatement by court. And then they also don't forget the arrest of the Southeast vice
chairman that they came for a meeting in Omaha,
and the governor said he was not aware.
You are apt.
So a lot of things are happening. It appears that the Labour Party National has its eyes set on Abia State. And what is the guarantee that Alex Otti will get tickets in the forthcoming elections?
With Abure
as the national chairman, seeing that he was the person
arrowhead.
Yes,
that ousted him.
To oust him in the first instance.
Yes.
So all the things will be
a lot of
that could advise why Alex Otti, his people, one would say, because he said that the people are in the aftermath of that local government election.
Yes.
He came out to comment and said that yes, that Labour Party lost out because they didn't field candidates. Yes. However, that people voted for the right people.
They were the right people.
So that underlines who are the right people.
The right people
when they are not on your platform.
Are the people that the governor spoke on behalf of.
So now you're saying when you marry all these developments, that could advise Kwakwanso's visit to Alex Otti. That could be a political move. It has a political undertone.
Of course.
And Kwakwanso is trying to make inroads into Southeast through Alex Otti.
And I want to give it to Kwankwaso for being apt and being a visionary political character. Because it is only a few that can see this loophole. Because there is already a crack in Labour Party. And Labour Party, Otti and Obi seems to be interwoven, intertwined in their marriage. And they have all the big wigs behind them. Alex is getting Otti.
You could get Obi, Osman, you can get Obi, you can get Dati and all.
To have seen means to have seen the Father, according to our Lord Jesus Christ. So that is what is playing out, because it is an interesting political climate, and for Obi, all the insinuations we have been hearing about Obi, and that even Kwankwaso conceding that he will not mind being a deputy.
No, I was actually coming to that.
Yes.
Probably the only way that can fly it.
Yes,
is the running. It's actually the flag bearer, and Kwakwanso
is a running mate. So we are interesting political climate that are coming 2025, 2026.
We'll see mergers and new marriages happening in the political.
And Dan Nwanyanwo will be in the midst. And you know he is an orator. Right. And he's a charismatic person. So immediately Otti will be able to draw Dan Nwanyanwo into the midst. You could see that the political atmosphere in Nigeria will be very hot for APC to be able to maneuver.
Interesting times ahead. We'll see what plays out, and we'll bring you updates as these stories develop.